Hey everyone, so in this video I'm just going to be talking about the Horde event that is currently going on. I'm just opening my walker cards now, so for those of you who haven't played Hordes before, this is actually one of my favorite events in the game. A lot of people have compared it to things like Plants vs. Zombies. I've actually never played that game other than like one time I think at a dinner, but I've never really played it intensely. But you can see I'm opening my cards. I'm actually getting some really good cards. So I don't know if any of you guys have seen some of my past Horde videos and stuff, but I liked using a combination of the Whisperer Walker, the Feral Walker, Shroud, which causes camouflage. I like using, there's this like bullet that can help me destroy a turret, and there's just a lot of good options really. Right now, as you can see, it's allowing me to use my S-Class and 6-star characters, and I didn't really even realize that. I was kind of just skipping to the end, and I was kind of just brainstorming what I could use for my defense. I am not using probably the best tunes that I could have, because I'm realizing now with Mercer, he doesn't really offer a lot for my defense. I'm not exactly sure who I should use as my defensive leader, but I'll probably change that later when Hordes is fixed. I am using Mia because of her Outlast and her Rush to revive, as well as Active Revive. I'm using Minerva because of her Outlast. Just hoping that, I don't know if Infection will actually work on walkers or not, but an extra turn. Michonne because her Rush camouflages, which hides from walkers. Mercer, Rush, Stun. Dylan, I'm giving him a splash weapon along with, team player 4, so that higher chance at critical hits and stuff, so hoping I can possibly get some kills. I'm going with some defensive weapons on Michonne and Mercer for now, just to help them survive a little more. I'm keeping up the one focus tower, which is beside Minerva, so that lets me attack through like camouflage and stuff like that. But if you use the one bullet, you can actually destroy it. But I'm right now making kind of like my standard hoarding team. So I kind of have it down to somewhat of a science where it does come down to RNG, but still I have a strategy for defeating most teams, excluding S-Class teams, because, well, the walkers here are not equipped for dealing with S-Class toons. So my general team, Whisperer, I have Feral, I have that grenade bomb, I have the bullets, and then I want some more controlling factors. Now it's not actually letting me go into the match even though I'm pretty set, so I'm going to get rid of one of my items and just add in some other walkers just to raise my my total count. So the way I do this, I usually use the bullet and destroy a turret first, and then I hit go. And then after that, I would put down my Feral Walker on the inside, Whisperer on the side. Whisperer gives the Feral Walker an attack up boost of 30%. Shroud hides him, the Feral Walker, from being attacked. I'm going to use one of the crawlers actually, because the enemy toons will attack the walker that's the closest, which might be the crawler as well. So it's just a way to kind of hide your other toons if you don't have a bunch of Shroud or other abilities to kind of hide your toons. I'm definitely trying to hide myself from those mortars, because the mortars, when they blow up, they just destroy everything. So the crawler is also a great walker to use in that position, where you can automatically blow up those that turret just by placing him right on it. Now, this next team is an S-Class team. I didn't think to check it because I thought that we weren't getting S-Class toons on the defensive teams. So this one, just to show you guys the power behind the S-Class characters and how little chance you have with using these walkers against them. We're just going to play it out, and you're going to see my little team get absolutely destroyed. Like, I don't even know if I do like a quarter HP against some of them, but I'm trying to confuse some toons, I'm trying to control them a little bit, and just nothing really happens. It's pretty comical, to be honest. This has been reported to Scopely already as being an error, so I'm hoping that it will be fixed soon, because I would like to get going on Hordes. I would like to put up some points. I would like to just play. But anyway, I'm just going to keep playing through the event as I have energy and I'm going to use cans. And I'm just going to have to wait out on the timer whenever I come across an S-Class team. And I recommend anyone else who is playing this right now to also wait it out because, like Scopely is aware, they know that for some reason S-Class toons are being counted and even 6-star toons. So I just hope that it's fixed pretty soon. I hope that we do get some compensation, a couple what are they called, horde cans and stuff, just because like I've burned a couple cans and I've lost a couple matches just because I didn't expect to see S-Class toons on the defensive teams. Now, so far, I have definitely been very lucky with the cards that I've picked up. Like, this is just my favorite combination. There's very few times that I don't win with this combination, and it's just overpowering in some ways. Like, I can sometimes decapitate 4 toons on the first turn, depending on the different walkers that I end up using. Like, I like Hordes. I know a lot of people aren't a big fan of it, and it can be very time-consuming. I think players could like it better if we could almost enter it like arena style, where you can use multiple energy at once for a multiplier. Just because people who don't like Hordes could then still score some points and use some cans, but they wouldn't be investing as much time. But for a player like me, I would probably use individual energies and I would score more points per the amount of energy I use if I'm successful. And it's just for players who have more time or who actually like the event. And I think that would kind of be a positive change. I would have liked to see this event start off flawless, kind of like this victory. And I know that it sometimes just doesn't work out that way, and we do the best we can. Like, there's only so much we can do, only so much within our control. I think what I like about Hordes the most is that it's just a different style of gameplay, and I'm used to, just toons against toons, but to have walkers integrated into it, I think is pretty unique. I think there's a lot of ways to create kind of strategy for this type of gameplay. I also think that it's a little difficult to play because it's so different than anything else, but it's also a great method of getting materials as well as food. So if you're looking to stack up, this is the time to do it. Like, it's better than survival road in some ways of gaining food and wood. Like, you can see that I'm gaining an exorbitant amount just by playing naturally. Now, right now I am going to use some of my points to open up some additional cards. So if I get any doubles, then they'll be transferred back into points. But otherwise, I have a chance of getting some decent walker cards that I could use immediately to improve my team. What I'm hoping for is another Shroud. I find them to be very useful, being able to hide your team from the defensive team. I already have the 1 bullet to destroy the focus tower, which is the main point. And I'm very happy with the cards that I've been able to pull so far. I know that other players will not be as lucky, but there are other replacement cards that you can use. So like the bullets I have, you could end up using a wrench, and I believe it disables a turret for 2 turns or so, which is very useful against that focus tower, and it gives you enough time to destroy it. I really do like the crawler walkers. They're a great way to destroy some of those mortars without triggering with some of your valuable walkers. Like, I will always set up my walkers right away on the far side, away from those turrets, away from the mortars, so that I don't accidentally trigger it and destroy my 2 most powerful walkers, because I do rely upon these walkers a lot. I rely upon items a lot too, by confusing and impairing, and sometimes even the 100% heal reduction item can be very impactful. Like, I'm expecting to see some fast healing weapons and stuff, absolute defense with slow. So I'm going to need disarm items, I'm going to need 100% heal reduction, and I'm going to need some luck as well. Overall, I think this event has a lot of potential with it. I know that it's been a long time since we've played Hordes. It was on the back burner for a while, and a lot of that was because of the S-Class toons that were integrated into the game. They just created such a well, a divide, I guess, because like the walkers just weren't powerful enough to keep up. So I do like that they took it back to 5 stars. Like it should be very easy for a lot of people to excel at this. It is time consuming, as I mentioned, but like a lot of my matches take less than a minute, so long as there are no S-class characters. Like in this team, there's an S-class Mercer and an S-class Priya, and I already have a general idea of how this match is going to go. Like what I tried to do, I tried to confuse Priya so that hopefully like she'll hit Mercer and stun herself, for example. And I set up my crawler right in front of Eugene just to get rid of an additional target, so then she has a 50% chance of hitting me or hitting Mercer, because a confused toon has a 50% chance to hit the enemy or their own team. So I tried to set that up in a way that I at least had a decent chance of good RNG, and unfortunately it just didn't go that way, and I'm definitely going to lose this. I just don't have enough power, and with Mercer having a stun when being attacked weapon, my walkers just aren't powerful enough to deal with it. So I'm just going to go with the broken enemy lines and move on from there. I really do hope that this is fixed promptly. I hope that, I get a couple cans back type of thing as compensation, because, it is frustrating when you have a good strategy, but there is no real way to win. Like, I have no idea how I could win against S-class toons with the walkers that are present in the game. So anyway, guys, let me know what your experience with Walker Hordes is. If you like it, if you don't like it. Like, I know right now there might be a lot of frustration because it is not working as intended, but I do hope you guys give it a chance, because I think that there is a lot of potential with this type of gameplay. I do think that there are some improvements that could be made so that it was more enjoyable for everyone, because the last time I think I looked at polls, 50% of people liked Walker Hordes and 50% did not like it. So I do hope that that changes in time, and all the best to everyone who is playing it. Again, I enjoy it greatly, and I hope to create some more like strategic videos for you all. And anyway, guys, thank you for watching and listening to my video.